Hello, Internet. The last time you heard from me before I did a bunch of kind of rerun videos, I was promising a week of wild turkey, and I did not anticipate how hard the move would be and how little I would have left in my time and my palate to actually do anything substantive. So what I've done for this video is I've set up in our new condo. There's no furniture yet, so I've just stacked a bunch of boxes in the the least professional setup I can manage. Here I am, among my daughter's toys. There's her dinosaur tent and her wobble board, and so I'm taking. We're gonna run out and pack some more stuff right now. As I film this, we're gonna move our furniture tomorrow, so we have to get everything packed before then. Before then, I want to make a quick video, and my wife is very patiently letting me do so, on this Charanda, which I have found myself enjoying immensely in the course of this because it doesn't require that much of me. I'll explain as we go on. So, Uruapan Charanda Blanco, single Agricola rum. This is an old label. I guess they picked it out from their archive somewhere. Now it does say that it's made by Jose Cleofas Murguria. That's apparently the great grandfather of the current family who runs this. The actual producer is right now is a gentleman named Lazaro Cortes. It says. Now this is interesting. So I reviewed the little brother of this in the big blue liter bottle last year. Actually, I enjoyed it immensely, and I was impressed at the value proposition it was offering. So much so that I put it on my top 5 list. This is its big brother. That the blue bottle is a blend of pot distillate from cane juice and column distillate from molasses, making it very interesting. This one is 100% cane juice, made in a wood-fired copper still in Michoacán. Sorry, you can see my brain melting from the effort of moving as I film this. So Charanda, traditional style of rum made in Michoacán. You do get similar styles in Oaxaca, but the Paranubes is from Oaxaca, which I also reviewed previously, is very similar in style. I also reviewed another Charanda in that same video I did with the blue bottle. So this is the big brother. It's bottled at 46.5% alcohol. There is a very long lot number, which I will put down there in the notes. And I think that's about all I need to say about this before we dive in. So let's do this. All right. On the nose, I'm going to add a little bit of water and come back to it. Initially, it's very caney. I am smelling the cane. Again, 100% cane juice distilled. So we're not talking molasses, and we are not even talking about cane syrup, the sort of concentrated cane juice. This is just, they cut the cane, they got the juice out as quickly as they could, and they threw it in a pot still. So you're getting tons of just that caney character, cane juice, but also the grassiness itself, a little bit of that cane grassy vegetal thing. And then there's some rice vinegar in there, like you're just about to start making some sushi rice. And sorry, I'm going to shift my seating here. And you're kind of smelling the rice vinegar on your hands, that kind of thing, which is really nice, actually. It's very but it's mixing around along with some seawater, a kind of brininess, and tomatoey note, kind of a San Marzano, like volcanic soil, tomatoey note. Not a whole lot of like citrus notes going on here, which is what I usually, one of the things I usually look for in cane juice rums is grapefruit, lime, that kind of stuff. It's not really showing up here. What I am getting is a lovely kind of leafy herbal thing, almost like you took some mint leaves and kind of just drowned them. So like soggy mint leaves, if that makes sense. Got a sort of grassiness, like freshly mown grass. Some maybe a black, an olivey note. I'm going to say black olive, although it's maybe more of maybe a mix of the stuff, and a little bit of pickled ginger. I mean, it's a delightful note. It's expressive, but it's not as challenging as a lot of the other Mexican rums, or cane juice rums, anyways, that I've had. It's lovely. It's not. It feels like my nose is getting a massage, except the massage is made out of like rice vinegar and cane. On the palate, yeah. Okay, so again, grassiness. There's a kind of like fresh grass and this sort of sweet, just cane deliciousness. A little bit herbal, a little bit drying on the back end, which is actually not a bad thing, and it's actually quite refreshing. It kind of makes me want to drink more of this, which is the kind of theme I'm going to come back to. Yeah, you get grass and that just cane sugary deliciousness up front. Then it gets kind of herbal and bitter, fennel, peppermint leaves, like immature peppermint leaves, like you pick them like a week early. That brininess again, not so much all this time. Not even maybe a hint of like lime pith. That's the only citrus I'm really getting. There's some V8 juice in this. If you're a V8 head like I was as a kid. Yeah, it's really the fennel and that leafy herbal pepperminty thing on the finish that's ruling the end of this. There's like a kind of a mineral thing, like you're getting a little bit of a mouthful of sand, but it's nice. This is profoundly drinkable. Let me start with that. So I'm adding a squirt of water. I'm gonna let it settle down. Come back to it for final notes. Yeah, I mean that's in a way this reminds me of the Providence rum from Haiti, the first drops that I reviewed, which was a sort of Capovilla Lugo Gargano project with the descendants of the Barbancourt family. That it feels very much in that style. Maybe like you're sort of splitting the difference between that and something a more traditional cane juice style of rum. But this feels kind of like a sessionable sipper. It's not. Maybe it doesn't have the complexity of the Paranubes that Gustoso Guarapo, or was the other way around? Whatever. That I spoke to, but man, this is something you can just put in a glass and enjoy and not have to think about it too much. And there's a certain appeal to that. It's very creamy. The mouthfeel is very nice, and again, you have that sort of refreshing herbal thing on the back end, which is just hitting a sweet spot for me right now. Let me think. What else do I want to say? So I should speak to the. So I thought the title on this was brilliant. Single Agricola rum. There's been debate, and it will go on endlessly, about whether rums outside of the French West Indies are allowed to be called Agricola rums, right? You can make something in a entirely from cane juice and even do it in a traditional column still, a short one. But does that give you a right to call it an Agricola rum because that's more associated with Martinique and the French Isles? Here's a brilliant solution: just translate it into another language. So all the American and English language rum distilleries who are producing a cane juice style rum, just call it an agricultural rum. Just translate it in English, and I think and suddenly the internet will stop yelling at you. So well done. I don't know why they didn't call it a rum instead of quotation marks rum there. I don't know what the scare quotes are for, but clever. The folks behind this brand had that debate, and they decided, let's just call it Agricola. All right, back into this with a splash of water in it to open it up. Okay, it gets a little more peppery, and there's like a cloud of chalk dust that comes out, but nice. The vinegary note kind of pulls back a little bit. It's more like green tomatoes and seawater now, which is still delightful. It smells a little bit bigger and creamier, rounder maybe. On the palate, oh yeah. With water, this gets extremely creamy. It is. Some ways the way this is behaving in my mouth reminds me of like a really good Southern Rhone white Southern Rhone wine. No oak on those, but man, they will just fill up your mouth with delicious fruitiness. Except here, it's much higher proof, and I'm getting pepper and kind of a dusty character, and that slight tomatoiness, and the olive is here in force now, and the sort of fennelly leafy character of this. Yeah, briny, leafy, a little sweet. The sweetness comes out along with the creaminess. I mean, this is just a perfect little sipper. I've only had 3 rums from Michoacán at this point. This strikes me so far as like the sort of lazy, slightly lazy aristocrat of the bunch. It's not as, doesn't have the edginess and the corners and the complexity of say the Gustoso that I tried. But man, this is very sessionable. It's sort of, so here's the Providence, right? Very creamy, built to age. I would love to see an aged version of this, actually. I don't know if they make one. I haven't checked. I've been lazy. So Providence over here, the Gustoso and the Paranubes over here. This is kind of meeting right in the middle. It's got a little bit of creaminess, but a little bit of sort of wild cane juice psychedelic goodness as well. It's very well balanced. I like this a lot. Score-wise, I'm only going to give this an 85 plus. I don't, again, it doesn't have quite the depth for me to go higher than that, but it's something to just break out and sip anytime. And if you like this style, it's terrific. This is something that, this is something you can keep around to start the night with, or even start a tasting with. Just, open a tasting, put this on the table, let people go here to sort of refresh themselves as they need to. That's kind of the style of this. And I like it very much. Thanks for watching. That's kind of all I got. 85 plus out of 100. Recommended, past, above and beyond that score, however. Okay, so this is what our place looks like right now. Thanks for watching. I might try to squeeze in another one of these if there's time. But if not, hopefully the next time you see me, there will actually be, like books and furniture and things like that. So again, thanks for watching. I hope this is informative, and cheers.